What in the world, you guys? There's like this yellow water coming out of this pipe, and there's a bass just sitting in there. Let's see if I can get him to go for this. What's going on, everybody? Nick from 618 Fishing here, and welcome back to another episode of the Tiny Lure Challenge. Today's episode is going to feature a tiny lure that I actually found on eBay, and it was not cheap. I'm heading to a park that I've never actually fished. I found this spot while on Google Earth, and it looks very promising, so I'm excited to get out there and put this tiny lure to the test. All right, guys, I just made it out here to the park, and I cannot believe I've never actually heard of this place. It is relatively close to where I live, and it's actually a decent sized lake. I did not think it was gonna be this big, so I'm excited. The lure that I'll be using today is the Yo-Zuri Ale Goby. This thing was pretty expensive. I think it was around $15 on eBay. It is similar to a crankbait that I've used previously, but it's a little bit different. So I'm excited to tie this thing on and see what it looks like in the water, because in person, it is a very unique looking crankbait. I'm gonna start in this little cove, toss this crankbait out there and see what it looks like in the water. It slowly sinks and it's got a really nice wobble. So I think this is gonna do pretty well today. I've been fishing for almost 15 minutes, no bites. I'm gonna try out a different presentation. I don't know if they're after this fast moving erratic crankbait, so I'm gonna switch over to a bottom presentation. There's a fish. There we go, guys, first catch, and it was on the Ned rig. Little bass. First catch from this park, actually, so I will take it. Awesome. See you later, buddy. I switched back to this little Yo-Zuri crankbait, and I'm gonna move around a little bit with it because this should catch fish today. Uh-oh, guys, I'm snagged. This is not good. No, I just lost a crankbait. All right, guys, so I did lose that crankbait, unfortunately, but I switched back to this Ned rig because so far that is the only technique that's caught me a fish. Oh, I had one. No, I thought it was a snag. Did you guys see that? Darn it. He was hanging out right by that vegetation on the bank. Here's a fish. Fish on. There we go. Another little guy. All right, bass number 2. See you later, buddy. Oh, there's a fish. Fish on. Even though they're small, these guys are a lot of fun to catch on the ultralight tackle. See you later, buddy. This Ned rig is doing a really nice job. Let's see if I can catch a decent one. There's a fish. There we go. Actually caught this guy by skipping the little Ned rig underneath the dock. See you later, buddy. I've been fishing this lake for almost an hour and a half. I've had decent luck using the Ned rig. I've caught 4 little bass, but nothing really sizable. So I'm gonna try out this soft plastic that I've actually had for quite some time and I've never used. It's actually made by the same people who made that little tadpole I used and a few other little soft plastics. Very cool looking. Let's see if I can catch some fish with it. Ooh, there's a fish. All right, first fish on the little Helgramite soft plastic. See you later, buddy. Ooh, there's a fish. Oh no. Hey. Come on. All right, so I just lost my first little rig, which is actually pretty expensive. So I'm hoping I don't lose too many of these. Oh, there's a fish. Ooh, that felt like a nice one. No. This little Ned rigged Hellgrammite soft plastic is doing pretty well. I hooked into one decent one. Hopefully I'll be able to catch one before it gets too dark out here. Yeah, little guy. Bass.
Oh yeah, there's a bass. Catch anything?
Caught a bunch this size. See you later, buddy. As far as my retrieve goes, it's pretty much just a simple bouncing along the bottom. I'm targeting a lot of structure since it's pretty stormy out. I'm thinking these fish are hanging close to these laydowns and little twigs. So far, that's where I've been finding them. Hopefully, there's a big one hanging out here somewhere. There's a fish. See you later, buddy. Holy cow, you guys. That was crazy. I had it snagged and this bass came over and unsnagged it. That was wild. See you later, buddy. What in the world, you guys? There's like this yellow water coming out of this pipe and there's a bass just sitting in there. See if I can get him to go for this. Oh, see you later, buddy. Oh, there's a fish. He's caught around this little log. Come on, get away from there. There we go. This might be the biggest of the day. Choked this little Hellgrammite. See you later, buddy. My first experience at this park has gone pretty well so far. I have not caught anything big, but they are just tearing up this little Ned rig. But I think I may try some topwater. All right, before I do the topwater, I'm gonna toss this little Ned rig around just a little bit longer. Oh, there's a fish. Well, I have lost count of how many of these little guys I've caught. There seems to be a ton of these fish in here. See you later, buddy. Oh, there's another one. 2 casts in a row. See you later. Okay, I think it is time to try out some topwater. Got this mini buzzbait tied on. I am not using the correct tackle at all, but let's give it a shot. All right, I ended up back on this little Ned rig. I seem to have the best luck using this by far. Fish on. Another little guy. See you later, buddy. All right, one of the bigger ones for the day. Still not a very big bass, but I will take it. See you later, buddy. Oh, there's a fish. Dang. 2 casts in a row. I switched back to the traditional Z-Man soft plastic. Oh, see you later, buddy. They both seem to do pretty good. Fishing did not exactly go as planned, but I still had a lot of fun exploring this new park. I've never been here before, and I ended up catching a ton of fish. Granted, none of them were very big, but I still had a blast in the process. So if you guys are interested in any of the stuff I was using today, including those little Helgramite soft plastics, I'll link it down in the description. But I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching. I will catch you in the next one. Today's episode is going to feature a tiny lure that I actually found on eBay, and it was not cheap. All right guys, so I did lose that crankbait.